So for number 3, when it says use the table to find P1, I have 0.743.
So do I, and I've run it through the grading quiz, so that's what it actually came out.
Okay.
For 4, I got 0.712.
Me too.
Me too.
For 5, I got H sub A is P1 equals P2. H sub A is P1 is not equal to P2.
So did I.
Yeah.
Number 6, though, what I got, or what I did, how I solved it didn't work. So.
You know what? This is probably more simple. You just take P1 minus P2.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, so it's 0.743 minus 0.712. And I did run this through first time too, and it's right. So it's 0.031.
0.031. Okay, it's the only one that I missed, and I think it's because I made it harder than it was supposed. I used the formula for a point estimator for hypothesis testing, so clearly that's not it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, 7 is the one I struggle with, so I need help with that.
So I can help you with a really slick way to do number 7.
Okay.
Works every time, no matter what. So what you do is you take the margin of error. To get that, you take the you've calculated the upper and lower confidence limits, right? Okay, so you just take the upper confidence band minus the lower confidence band and divide it by 2.
You're divided by the lower, and then
divide by 2. Yeah, no, divide by 2. Upper bound minus lower bound divided by 2, and that gives you margin of error, and that's correct every single time. Told us that last time.
Upper minus lower divided by, I'm sorry, one more time.
By 2.
By 2, okay.
Because the confidence level is really just the mean plus or minus the margin of error. So the teaching assistant told me how to do that for before last test. So it works every time, no matter what we're doing. So it comes out, I think, 0.154.
Okay. That does seem really easy.
And it works every time. It doesn't matter which thing they're doing. It always works. So I was really glad for her to tell me that, because it made it a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
So in essence, that's 0.188 minus 0.123 over 2. So it comes, I think it's 0.154.
Thank you.
That's what I have.
Thanks, Andrew. Cute.
And that's it.
0.154, okay. Yep. Okay. 8 for the lower bound, I have negative 0.123.
9 for the
I have that too.
Okay, and I have 0.185 for number 9 for the upper bound.
Okay.
And for number 10, I have failed to reject the null.
And then for 11, the answer is the 4th one down. There is
Insufficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 12 is true.
Yes, 12 is true.
And
13
it's the 4th one again, right?
Yeah, whatever piece of 1 minus equals piece of 2 and alternate is piece of 1 is less than piece of 2.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And then 14, I have 0.141.
So do I. 15, 0.145.
The z-squared for 16 is negative 2.020.
Yep. 17 is to the left.
18, I have 0.022.
Yep.
And 19 is reject the null.
Right. And it's whatever the third choice down is. I just call it C in my notes, but it's whatever the third choice down is. I didn't write it out.
Yes.
I have that as well.
That was it. Thank
All
you.
right.
All of that work.
It went really easy with 3 parts, though, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I think everybody knows something that somebody else doesn't know a little bit. And that's why it's in groups, I think, is to make it so we have a good chance at understanding it.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Oh, there you are, Shalise. We just finished.
I've been here for a few minutes.
Oh, wait, I've got you cut off on my screen. Okay, there you are. I got you.
You guys were just on a roll, so I was just listening.
Okay, so Andrea is with us. This is Shalise.
Hi, Shalise.
Hi, Andrea.
Thanks again,
Glad you
guys. I
joined
really
us.
appreciate it. Just freaked me out. I was so stressed out. I couldn't even sleep, and I was throwing up. And I sent this email late at night, and my husband was like, "You've got to settle down. It will be fine." I'm like, "It's not going to be fine.
Oh, no.
I don't want to do this whole
They don't
project by
make
myself."
in college.
Nobody wants to do this by themselves.
Not after they read all of the stuff we're supposed to do.
No, so true.
The end is in sight.
It is.
Goodbye
so,
forever.
So you're gonna, well, no, because if you're taking Psych 302, it comes up next semester.
Oh, no.
All this stuff is part of Psych 302.
Oh, gosh.
At least that's what advising told me. That's what advising told me. So I'm like, oh, because
I have to take. Peter.
yeah, Psych 302 is on my list, and I had it a couple semesters out. They're like, no, you got to move that because all the stuff that you're doing in Math221c is in Psych 302, and you won't want to forget. I'm like, oh, great. So just in case you're planning to take Psych 302, next semester is when you should take it.
I do have to take that, but I was hoping this stats was gone forever.
Nope.
What's the name of that course?
Psych 302 is research methods for social scientists.
I think I do have to take that. Dang it. I'm going to check my grad plan because I do not want to deal with this anymore.
No.
Hey, I even have extra helpers, and sometimes I don't want to deal with it either. I think the teaching assistant probably looks at her email and says, not her again.
That's what they get paid for, right?
It is. And my daughter's pretty patient. She'll go through it all over and over again, but it's different because she's a professional statistician, so she has to think about how to make it work for social scientists, not for STEM people. Because I am not a STEM person. Well, thank you so much. Are you going to send a copy of the proposal so I can look at it, please?
I will. Absolutely.
Have we heard anything back from the professor?
I haven't. Well, yeah, he didn't like it.
Okay. Do you want to send us the comments so we have a chance to rework it?
Right. Yeah.
You didn't like it?
We put it there was a cluster because has anyone explained what we're doing yet for you?
It's a Facebook where we're going to ask if they like birthdays or Christmas better, their birthday or their Christmas better. Is that right?
Right. And we thought that would cluster because we're each using our Facebook groups. But he says the experimental unit is an individual person being sampled.
Right. Yeah, I don't think it's a cluster sample, actually. Mama. So, because it's in the aggregate, we could do them all the same way. I mean, it's theoretically possible we could all have the same Facebook friends. Really. So, what else did he have to say?
He says also check your hypothesis. Our original one was we put all will choose Christmas, and the alternate was at least one or more will choose their birthday as a favorite. So we've updated that now.
Okay.
To read the number of people who will choose Christmas or birthday will be equal. And then the alternate will not be equal.
Okay.
That sounds okay?
This is a categorical data analysis rather than a cluster sample.
Yeah.
So,
Right. It's categorical of one proportion is what.
yeah, that's what, when I was telling my husband about it on date night after I talked to Marie, he's like, nah, it's a one proportion categorical data analysis, and you should have, it should work out, he told me, so that P sub 1 should equal P sub 2, or, you know, so that then we can eliminate those, and then our null hypothesis will work out easier, he said.
You're
So
supposed
does
to talk
that work
about
then?
stats
Number
on
of
date
people
night.
who will choose Christmas?
Okay, I've been married for 32 years and a half, and so, yeah, we talk about stats at date night. We did this time anyway, so. Listen, he's a PhD statistician. I put him through grad school. I had to get something out of this deal, right?
There you go.
Oh, he's a statistician?
Well, he's actually a SAS systems architecture, but his PhD is in applied statistics.
Oh gosh.
Oh, gosh.
And my daughter's PhD, or my daughter's master's degree, is in applied mathematics with an emphasis in statistical analysis. So, yeah, date night was a really good consulting time. It was a captive audience. And I
Who's
made
bonding?
my daughter's little boy, so she's like, Mom, if you want me to look at your proposal and see if there's anything else you should fix, let me know.
Yeah. I'll send it to you, and then you can call me or email me if you have additions or changes.
Would you also send me your phone number, Vicki, because I don't have that.
I will.
But then
right
I can
now?
call. I'll ask Shannon to just review it, and or Dave, and just see what they say.
Okay, sounds good.
I figure we might as well take advantage of all resources we have available.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay. Did anybody submit and get them all right done?
I think once I make the change to yours, I'll submit and it'll be all correct. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, people, or concerns?
It's nice to have 4 people.
It is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if there's any other part of the work I can help with besides the, I'm happy to help. As we all group review it, I'm happy to help with whatever.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just so grateful I can't begin to tell you. So.
No,
We're glad to have you.
You were almost, I didn't bear my testimony Sunday because I just didn't